of this is a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
What's up, Lake Central? I'm Yusuf Namari.
And I'm Riley Nestrick, and we're your social media editors.
Make sure you follow Lake Central on all of our social media platforms.
You can follow us on Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Catch you later, Elsie.
Director Chris Inyart, we'd like to welcome you to Lake Central High School for Sectional 1 IHSAA basketball. Today in Game 1, we have the Trojans of Highland High School and your Lake Central Indians. As members of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, tonight's team believe in the sportsmanship. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at the officials or competitors will not be tolerated and may be grounds for removal from tonight's contest. As a result, Lake Central High School encourages all players, coaches, officials, and spectators to show good sportsmanship this evening, and we thank you for your continued support in high school athletics. At this time, we'd ask that everyone please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Your officials for tonight's contest, Daniel Escalante, Steve Tyler, and Zachary Sliwa. Now let's meet the participants for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Trojans on the scoreboard. First the non-starters, number 5, Aubrey Vanderhoek. Number 11, Zila Barajas. Number 12, Andrea Felix. Number 25, Lauren Wilson. Number 31, Michaela Pollock. And 44, Brianna Burbridge. And now the starters. At guard, a 5-foot freshman. Number 3, Brianna Flores. At guard, a 5'5" freshman. Number 10, Peyton Reed. At a forward, a 5'11" sophomore. Number 23, Chloe Chirilla. At forward, a 5'9" senior. Number 35, Olivia Gibson. And a forward, a 5'6" senior, number 40, Amanda Cruz. The Trojans are coached by Mr. Chris Thompson, assisted by Brandon Ward, Brianna Williams, and Katie Gilmore. And now the non-starters for the Lake Central Indians. Number 3, Kai DeLosa. Number 12, Abby Utsi. Number 20, Madison Dolsky. Number 23, Caitlin Zazeski. Number 30, Essence Johnson. Number 34, Julia Narot. Number 44, Kylie Blevins. And number 45, Sydney Kopek. And now the starting lineup for your Lake Central Indians. At guard, a 5'6" junior. Number 10, Tiana Morales. At guard, a 5'8" junior. Number 11, Jen Tomasic. At guard, a 5'11" senior. Number 21, Taylor Jaksich. At forward, a 6'1" sophomore. Number 22, Amanda Blevins. And in the middle, she's a 6-foot senior. Number 40, Allie Malarski. The Indians are coached by Joe Huppenthal, assisted by James Jones and Doug Godbolt. Once again, both schools participating in this evening's event believe in sportsmanship. Please, let the players play, the coaches coach, the officials do the officiating. Let's all be fans, not fanatics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a big game tonight. Alongside me is Mateo Sedano, quarterback here. And, we've got the first big game of sectionals. It's pretty much season 2.0, as we like to call it here. Everything from the regular season's wiped out, random seedings. Tonight, we've got the Lake Central Lady Indians taking on the Highland Trojans. And, Teo, what do we got to look forward to in this game?
I think we're looking for a really good matchup on both sides. You know, it is sectional time, and this is one game elimination. So we're expecting 110% from both teams.
Yeah, and interesting note, you know, I was looking into the Highland team because, you know, obviously we know more about the Lady Indians than we do about the Highland Trojans, and they don't have a single score in the double-digit mark. So that's going to be huge for Lake Central, looking to smother them on defense.
Yeah, we just got to capitalize off those plays tonight and, you know, make points where they count in every opportunity we have, and I think those Lady Indians will be all right.
Man, first shot there, no good by Highland. That was number 10, Peyton Reed. Bringing it up now is Taylor Jaksic. Trying to make a move, hits Tomsic in the corner. Nothing there. And slowing it down there now is Tiana Morales, who hits Jaksic again. We've got a pretty sizable fan section here tonight, Mateo. We've got, you know, Lake Central obviously fortunate enough to host sectionals for this year for ladies basketball.
Yeah, it's always huge to have home court advantage and have your fans on your side. You know, be used to where you're playing because these girls practice here every day, and it helps a lot getting those nerves down and playing comfortable.
Yeah, Lake Central wearing their away uniforms, listed as the away team on the scoreboard, but you know, they try to keep it a neutral environment. I think we know who the home team really is here.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to have a neutral environment when your team is playing there.
Yeah.
And still scoreless through just under 2 minutes here. 6:21 left on the clock. And Highland trying to find something. That's number 23 on the inbound pass. Lake Central doing a very good job on defense here today.
Yeah, looking like Lake Central sticking with the man defense.
And no call there. And Malarski knocks that one out. Jaksic comes up with it, now going coast to coast. This is it back to Blevins. Jaksic had a look in the corner, chose to shy away from it there. And now Morales trying to shake something, make it work. Jaksic from 3. No good, no foul call. Tomsic gets the board, and a foul is called there. So Tomsic will head to the line, looking to get Lake Central's first points of the night. And the first shot is no good. So still scoreless here. 5:35 left in the first. And the first point is on the board. 1-0 LC.
LC looking to have a press defense right out of the gate right there.
And stepping out of bounds there are the Trojans. That was number 40, Amanda Cruz. 5'6" senior guard or / forward.
Yeah, one of the last games I did for the ladies, they were just pressing all night long. Coach Hupp is not afraid to show pressure and just really get in the face of the opposing team.
Hupp is, he tends to be a very aggressive coach at times, and honestly, that's what you love to see from a coach.
Yeah, he really expects the most out of his girls, and he tries to push them to be the best they can be, and that's, again, like you said, what you really want from a coach. You want a coach that's going to bring the best out of you.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about turning the season around for the girls. We saw, they weren't a good team without Taylor Jaksic, and now, just look at them now. They have been streaking as of late.
Yeah, they did face a lot of adversity in the beginning with some injuries, but
they faced a lot of hard-fought battles, just incredible teams.
Yeah, just some of the top teams in the state. But, I mean, this ladies' team just really knew how to face adversity and did not go down without a fight in each and every one of those games. So I think what's the win streak now? Nine win streak going into the sectional?
I believe so.
But, yeah, these girls are definitely on a hot streak heading into the sectional.
And, this team's been battle-tested. I was talking to a couple of the girls, Allie Malarski, Taylor Jaksic, Julia Narot, and, you know, they say, yeah, they faced a lot of tough teams at the beginning. I mean, they faced Sydney Parrish, the number 10 recruit in the nation, committing to Oregon. And they said, you know, that only makes them stronger. If they're able to go up against some superior competition early on in the season, they're going to realize, you know, we got to play better, and then they're going to play better against teams that aren't as good as those teams.
Yeah, and also this team is also a very young team, so there is a bunch of senior leadership, and these seniors have shown these younger girls how it works in varsity and how it works at this level. So, I mean, the team chemistry through that adversity has definitely improved, and these girls they're ready.
Yeah, and Highland takes the lead there. So 2-1, Highland on top. Checking into the game now is number 44, Brianna Burbridge, 5'6" junior for Highland. And that ball was tipped on the inbound. Jaksic was able to recover, though. And Highland trying not to give Jaksic any looks from three-point land.
As she is the notorious shooter for this Lady Indians team.
Yeah, the IUN Red Hawk just committed there. And obviously, you know, hoping to see big things from her.
Yeah, also once again, a big congratulations to Taylor Jaksic on her accomplishments.
And then Highland doing everything they can on defense. Blevins now drives inside, fouled on the way up. So she will head to the line for two. Looking for a chance to take the lead. Abby Udzies is going to head on over to the scores table, as well as number 25, Lauren Wilson, and Olivia Gibson for Highland.
You know, it is a little bit of a slow start for the Indians. You know, sometimes you always got those playoff jitters. You got to get those out. But, you know, I really think they just have to find their groove, and once they find that, it's no telling, like, how far this team can go.
Yeah, and this team, you know, they've got a, you know, you don't want to put down any opponents, but they've got a pretty easy road to the championship game. The championship game's probably going to be a little tougher than the road there, but, you know, playing Highland and East Chicago, two teams that aren't very great. So who knows, maybe if LC goes down early, this will be a bit of a wake-up call to them as Jaksic sends that one out of bounds. And Highland will inbound.
Kind of backing off the press there, trying to let Highland bring the ball to them. Sticking to a tight man for the Lady Indians.
And Highland slowing down the tempo here, trying to find something that'll work. And that ball tipped up and around. Highland able to keep it inbounds.
Yeah, this Indians defense.
And Thompson gets the steal. Makes a move, goes up and gets it.
You know, as I was saying, Josh, this Indian defense is starting to get really tough. Not too much time inside the arc. They're spending a lot of the time trying to pass it around, trying to find some weaknesses in that defense, but it's just not working for the Trojans.
Right there, as we mentioned, Jaksic forcing the turnover along the baseline there. Essence Johnson now going to check in for Tiana Morales. And look at this, Lake Central bringing a press early. And it's going to stick with Highland here.
Really not much Highland can do. I mean, not even being able to get that inbound pass in. And
yeah, look at this. Lake Central staying very aggressive here.
Recovering well.
And there's a three ball there from the Trojans to give them the lead, going back-to-back so far today. And now you hear the student section. We'll let them tell this story. As if there was any question as to who the home team truly was here.
Yeah, that student section plays a big part in getting the energy up and keeping it positive. Even when these ladies are down, they're always rooting for them.
Yeah, that's a huge underrated aspect of a student section is no matter what sport, no matter where you are, your team's going to be able to feed off of that. And Tomczyk dishes it up to Johnson for 3, no good. Malarski's there. Highland able to keep it in, and that's going to stick with Lake Central. Ball got batted around a bit there, and fortunately for the Indians, they're able to retain possession. And Madison Dolsky runs over the scores table. She's going to come in for Jen Tomczyk. And Dolsky looked like she was going to take that, but Highland closed in very quickly on her.
Yeah, we've been giving a lot of props to the Lady Indians defense, but also this Trojan defense playing a man just like the Lady Indians is also playing very tough. You know, it's tough to find those open holes, and right now the Lady Indians are just feeling out the defense, seeing what they can get, working with what they got.
Highland's really been smothering everything Lake Central's had here. And a travel is called on Allie Malarski. 48.4 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Number
Highland 5,
number
Lake
40,
Central 4.
Amanda Cruz, 5'6" senior guard, is checking in for the Trojans.
And something interesting here, Teo, is you look at this Highland roster, they're not that tall of a team. And for them to still be able to hang around with Lake Central, who is, you know, compared to them, a much taller team, it's really a testament to their mindset on defense. And Jaksic knocks that one out of bounds. I think that's the second time she's done that, maybe the third.
Yeah, Jaksic is all over the place with that press defense, just knocking balls out left and right, not being able to let that Lady Trojans offense really get started. But as you said, this Trojan team is not too tall, and it's just really a testament to how much heart they have, because what you lack in height, you got to make up for in your effort and your willingness to play.
And Malarski puts it up off the backboard, no good. Dishes it to Dolsky. And again, coming up empty-handed there. Clock now under 10. Highland puts up the 3 ball, no good. Johnson gets it. They've got a second, got to put it up. Did she get it off? Doesn't matter. After 1, Highland is up 5-4 over the Lady Indians. And we'll be back right after this.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to IHSAA for the great commercials there that you will be seeing during our in-between quarters and halftime. And Lady Indians need some work to do. They thought this was going to be an easy game, but Highland's really stepping it up here.
Josh, what do you think these Lady Indians have to do to really get something going in the second quarter?
I mean, they got to take advantage of matchups, you know, not have dumb plays and Highland steps out of bounds there. But, you know, if there's a shot there, you got to take it. You got to stay aggressive, which is what you've been doing all season long.
Yeah, you really just got to go back to what you've been doing and been playing really what you know. You really can't get out of the groove, and you got to be playing how you've been playing all season, you know. But I feel like once these Indians get this groove going, smooth sailing from there.
And Udzi's from 3, no good. Blevins gets it, puts it up, and gets it there. Going back to back, slowly but surely. And I believe that was number 40, Amanda Cruz, going up, getting the and one opportunity.
You know, sometimes that is the downside of playing a little bit too aggressive. You just got to make up for that space that you try to take up for that Trojan offense. But
yeah, let's see here. LC fan section not behind the basket to distract the Trojans. Shots up, no good, but they get the rebound there. And now Highland slowing it down here. And a travel is called there on number 3 of Highland.
you know, I think the Lady Indians really need to take advantage of these opportunities that they've been given.
That was freshman guard Brianna Flores starting on varsity for this Trojans team.
You hear the student section starting to get into it a little bit.
And Udzi's fires the 3, no good. And Taylor Jaksich getting ready to check in now, maybe give the Indians a boost on offense. And nearly turned over, and it's going to stick with Highland. So Jaksich will come in for Abby Udzi's. Blevins defending the baseline now. Larski nearly got the steal there. Nothing there though. Highland puts up the 3 off the mark. Morales from 3 now, no good again. And now Tomsic puts up the 3, no good again. These are shots that LC has been making all season, it seems. Maybe these playoff jitters that you were talking about, Mateo, maybe they're getting to the Indians a little bit.
Yeah, I really just think the Indians need to take some more high percentage shots, you know, get in the groove of things and get a feel for how this game's going to be. And then once you start feeling a little warm, getting ready, maybe take those maybe lower percentage shots, you know, around the arc. But I really think these Indians need to find those high percentage shots and take them when you get them.
Got to boost up that confidence there. Can't play basketball without any confidence. And Tomsic puts it up, but she was fouled on the way up.
Got to take advantage of these free throws right here.
Yeah, we saw she had an opportunity for the first 2 points of the game. Unable to connect on them, though.
Let's see if she can finish on these 2 free throws right here.
The first one in and out.
Again, I really think the Indians aren't taking bad shot selections. I just think it's, like I said earlier, just the jitters maybe.
And the second shot's good. 7-all here. And that ball goes into the backcourt. Not sure if it went off Blevins or not. And Highland strategically calls a timeout there as Flores got on top of it. So during this timeout, I'd like to take a look at our sectional board here. As you can see, the matchup between Lake Central and Highland. You've got Morton, Merrillville, and Westside and Munster in the first round. And then the winner of this game will take on East Chicago. And the winner of Morton and Merrillville and Westside and Munster will play each other. And then, of course, the 2 winners from those 2 games will face off in the championship. All those games here. Unfortunately, we're only going to be streaming Lake Central games, but you know, if you are a fan of girls basketball, make sure to come out for those games.
Yeah, Lake Central, a great spot to be to watch some region basketball.
In my opinion, one of the best gyms in the region. I know the Times kind of snubbed us on that list, but
yeah, definitely one of the best looking gyms in the region we got. Possibly even the state.
I would say it's up there. And Tomsic got the steal there. Just it to Morales, back to Jaksic.
You know, they're playing some pretty tough defense on Jaksic, making sure that that future Red Hawk doesn't get any free threes off, because one of the just common rules you have in basketball, you can't let a shooter shoot. You got to make her take contested shots.
And there's a shot there off the mark. And Jaksic ended up on the ground there. I think that's the second time after a three-point shot she's ended up on the ground.
Yeah, it might be a little controversial that maybe none of the refs are calling that, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe something will end up in our favor later tonight.
I mean, you know, refs, they can never have it easy. Either, you know, the fans want every call, or they're like, you know, stop calling everything, let the girls play. And we're seeing that there as the Red Hawk, Taylor Jaksic, gives the Indians the lead.
Great little fast break basket right there for Jaksic. Could be a little bit of a momentum shift for the Indians.
Highland lost that one there on the baseline.
I think that's Morales got elbowed there. Don't really know if the camera caught that, but she's a tough girl. She'll get through it.
Yeah, still out
tough
there.
Tough basketball player.
Ready to bring it up.
And number 23 for the Indians, Caitlin Zajeski, checking in for Blevins.
Yeah, this is a name we haven't heard really at all this season, unless it's been in garbage time. So up, giving her big minutes early, trying to find some type of juice to get this Lake Central Indians team flowing here.
Yeah, I feel like Coach Hupp is very comfortable with his bench because, as we talked about, Tomasic with the three, just a little bit off the mark. But as I was saying, Coach Hupp is very comfortable with his bench because, as I talked about, they have gone through a lot of adversity early in the season. And that gave some younger girls a chance to step in, get some varsity time. And once you get that varsity time under your belt, I think it really does make a difference when you're on that court. So, I mean.
And the shot is up there from Olivia Gibson from three-point range to give the Trojans the lead now. And Tomsic hesitated there, just it to Jaksic now. Jaksic trying to shake something. Morales puts it up off the mark again.
Again, maybe I think the Indians should maybe pull back from those three-point shots. Got to take some more high percentage shots. And once you start feeling good and feeling nice and getting a rhythm in those higher percentage shots, and take some shots outside that arc.
And Highland with their biggest lead of the night. 12-9, Highland is up as the Indians call a timeout. And head coach Joe Huppenthal not too pleased here.
Yeah, I really think you got to find that chemistry, that rhythm in that team, really, because it's a team effort to try to get that dub. I mean, not really much more you can say than trying to get the energy up and find a rhythm for these Indians. And like I've said time and time again, once they get that rhythm, it's no saying how good they can be.
Yeah, got to get, you know, anything going here now for the Indians.
What do you think, Josh, what do you think Coach Huppenthal's talking about in that huddle down there?
I mean, he's got to be telling them, look, you know, we've been a good team for the second half of the season. We got to stick to what we've been doing. You know, it feels like they've kind of lost their identity here today. I mean, they were pretty good shooting the three ball, and now they can't knock down anything from that range.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to keep doing what you're doing, because if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? So you just got to find what you've been doing all season, bring that back, and
Morales is going to bring it up. Zajeski still out there, joined by Jaksic, Tomsic, and Malarski, as Abby Udzi is now going to head over to the scorer's table. And Amanda Blevins got up, went back to the bench. Tomsic going inside, lost the ball, no foul called there. And now Highland looking to extend their lead, going inside off the mark. And Malarski's there for the board. As Jaksic puts one up, got fouled there. And Jaksic, the last person you want to have at the line shooting free throws. She was in my speech class, did demonstration speeches. And guess what hers was on?
I'm guessing free throws.
We're going to see it right now. And the first one's up, no good.
It's online.
Man, LC not getting anything going their way here. And the second shot, no good again. Udzies comes up with it, though. So Lake Central going to have the opportunity here to get those 2 points anyways. And Tomsic puts it up, gets it to bring it within one.
LC playing a little bit. They're playing press, but it looked like they're playing a little bit softer.
And the LC fan section getting back into it now. And
initially, the rebound was taken by Allie Malarski.
Yeah, lost that ball there to Lauren Wilson, who put up that first shot. Looked pretty open on that first shot, but unable to get it there. But she's going to head to the line now, and just based on Malarski's face, I don't think she could believe it that she got called. And first shot is good. And in a game like this, Mateo, where the score has been close for so long, and it's such a low-scoring game, you know, these free throws might come down to it.
Yeah, these free throws really make a difference when it comes down to the fourth quarter, and you really got to take advantage of those opportunities.
And Tomsic able to find something there. Lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. And jump ball is called. It's going to be Highland ball. And the Highland fans coming out in full force here tonight.
You know, I think a big thing for the Indians as well is really just keeping it to one and done for that Trojan offense, because the less opportunities they have, the more the Indians can capitalize on. So I really just feel that they got to get those boards.
Yeah,
got to go up, got to get big and physical and get those boards. And I feel like that has the potential of stopping the Trojan.
Knocked that one there.
Offense.
Backcourt violation.
Taking one for the team, as some would say.
Yeah, I think Highlands head coach Chris Tomsky, he was pointing at Taylor Jackson saying she poked that one out, but alas, it's going to be Indians ball with 51.4 seconds left here in the half.
Indians down by 3. Let's see what they can do on offense.
And
very, very risky pass by Essence Johnson.
Jaksic got called for a travel there. Wow. And like we said earlier, nothing going the Indians' way here. You got to make sure you keep this confidence high moving into the locker room. I mean, you don't want this team to give up and think they're not worthy of being here right now.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of both teams, I feel like both teams, like not just the Indians, but I feel like both teams might have been starting out a little bit slow, just trying to find their rhythm as a unit, because again, just those playoff jitters can really do something to you. But
yeah, and I mean, we were talking about LC being a young team. Let's not forget Highland's also a young team, and there was no call there on number 23, Chloe Chirilla. And I can't believe that. Right in front of the ref, picked the ball up. Jaksic puts up the 3, doesn't matter. Wow. That was not the best series of events, to put it lightly, for Lake Central, and we'll be right back after this.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, after a abysmal first half by the Lady Indians. Nothing seeming to go their way. Lots of missed opportunities, missed shots. You know, you really got to step it up here, Mateo. And what do you think was said by Coach Hupp in that locker room?
I mean, I really think he's trying to get the girls to just gain their composure and let them realize, guys, this is your home. You guys practice and play here almost every week. You just got to be composed and come out and play your game.
And Highland starting off early with a three. Peyton Reed, a freshman guard, to give Highland an 8-point lead.
Yeah, let's see what the Indians can do here with their first possession on offense in the second half.
And Jaksic now pops a three herself off the mark. Normally lights out from there and not getting anything to go.
Yeah, they just got to find the groove, find the rhythm, and get this offense going, get the scoring going, and take this lead back from the Trojans.
And now Udsies dishes it to Tomsic there. Trying to find something, hits Jaksic to Blevins. And Jaksic is going to drive along the baseline. And they say she stepped out. But they're going to say she was forced out. And I mean, just looking at the facial expressions of this team right now, I mean, they don't look like they have any answers. And Jaksic drives in. And they get the call.
I mean, I really feel like in sports, you always hear the saying, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. This attitude the second half just has to be a positive attitude throughout the rest of the game. I mean, you got to be confident and you got to believe in yourself and your teammates to come out, get this groove going, and take over the second half.
I mean, neither team really putting on an offensive showing here. So it's obviously a very close game for LC. It's not like they're getting blown out. They're only down 7 points now after Jaksic hits that. Potentially could be 6 points if she hits this one, and it will be.
And that one, there was no doubt that's going in. Maybe she's finding that flick in her wrist to start making more of these deeper shots and shots in general for the second half.
And Jaksic trying to get the steal there, and they get the 8-second violation.
This is the momentum shift that the Lady Indians are looking for. Now they're planning to take over in the rest of this second
Taylor
half.
Jaksic is just putting this team on her back, and listen to the crowd.
Yeah, this student section is really getting into it. Our energy's getting up. Their energy's getting up. We're excited.
I mean, you know, any team, like we said, they're going to feed off that student section. And a foul's called again.
Another foul shot opportunity that these Lady Indians can and I believe will take care of.
And Tomsic now at the free throw line.
What? A little bit less than 2 minutes in, and these Trojans already have 3 fouls in the second half.
And first shot's good.
Josh, I mean, I think we're seeing something here. I think we're seeing something. Maybe a little bit of a momentum shift.
Yeah, I mean, this team came out firing on all cylinders so far. Let's see, Tomsic, her second shot, no good. They get the board. And they lose it. Cruz trying to find something there. Lake Central still staying aggressive here. Reed puts it up, in and out. The rims are double rimmed.
I mean, that shot's really in your favor if you're Lake Central. And you got to take Jaksic with the drive, and she finishes.
Jaksic putting the team on her shoulders.
Lake Central coming out with another great pressure, and
Morales
takes the ball back.
Puts it up. Gets it!
In!
It's a 1-point game.
And this is the start you want for the second half if you're the Lady Indians.
Coach, and they get the ball back again. Puts it up, no good, no foul called. Malarski puts it up,
he gets it in. This is exactly what you want if you're Coach Up. The Lady Indians have taken their lead
Listen
back.
to the crowd.
It is crazy. The energy is just up right now. This is exactly what you want if you're the Lake Central Indians.
I don't believe it. Wow.
You cannot ask for a better second half start than this. Listen to the student section. Oh, we just missed it. But the student section and everyone here, the energy is just up right now.
I mean, in what seemed like 15 seconds of game time, we have scored 9 points compared to the 11 we put up in the first half.
I mean, I just have to credit that to just playing crisp, clean defense, just playing fundamental defense and doing the little things right. That makes a huge difference on defense and just in general. I mean, let's see what these Indians can do for the rest of the second half. Maybe get a couple more steals, gain a bigger lead, and get a little bit more comfortable.
I mean, man, Hupp had to have motivated this team, and
there must have been something in that water at halftime.
What I would do to hear Coach Hupp mic'd up in that locker room, man, I'd be ready to run through a brick wall.
Not too bad maybe for a segment one day. A little locker room talk, seeing what goes on down there at halftime.
And LC, look at this, staying aggressive still. Trying to get something, attacking Reed.
Trojans.
Jaksic on Cruz. Foul is called on Jaksic.
Yeah, the Trojans are not trying to slow down at all. They want revenge for those points that the Indians scored. They're looking to come back.
Yeah, I mean, that was maybe the most electrifying 20 seconds of basketball I've seen this season. And launching it up there, no good. Another launched ball, no good. And a foul is called. So after two pretty bad misses there, I'd say, by Highland, launching it straight up.
I mean, I feel like they're really just trying to get that ball up and hope it goes in, because those shots, I'll tell you, Josh, did not look too pretty.
Yeah, it seems like LC's the one playing with composure now.
Maybe feeling a little bit more comfortable with what they got.
And
wow. That's tough. That could have been a travel.
I think this Indians team is slowly starting to figure out they're not going to be getting help.
Yeah, they're going to have to go down with they're going down with the fight. They got to realize they have to play a nearly perfect game throughout to not only get this lead back, but make it.
And nearly lost it there was Udzi's.
Udzi calling for the ball. Loses the ball there. Tomasic looking for a drive out to Morales. Morales with the drive. Little Euro step there. And it's in!
It bobbled around there. Had the stadium set silent there.
Excuse me, I got a little excited there.
22 all now.
And you can see the Trojans trying to slow it down. They realize that the momentum that they have had has been matched, and the energy has been matched by the Lady Indians.
And
I believe that's Malarski called with a blocking foul.
I believe it is.
Quick shot by number 25, and it's off the mark there. Morales not looking to slow down at all, looking to attack on offense.
Udzi's puts up the three ball, short.
Just short. 25, Lauren Wilson taking it up the court for the Highland Trojans. Morales playing some tough defense there, trying to get that ball away. And number 23, Chloe Chirilla, is called for walking. The Indians will take over.
And Morales slowing it down here, gets across half court. And Jaksic nearly lost it there, matched up against Cruz. He's been giving her a headache all day. Morales fired to Udzies, who hesitated there.
Indians really just trying to spread out
Tomczyk
that
shaken.
defense.
Puts it up again on the second chance, no good. Out of bounds, Indians ball.
Yeah, I feel like the Indians really just try to spread out that Trojan offense because they're playing man, trying to bounce it around, go around the arc, trying to maybe wear out that Trojans defense, find a hole, and take advantage.
And we saw the type of run this team could go on.
Deep
Udzies
three.
wide open three, no good.
Whoa.
And
that
that's a terrible call.
That is not what we like to see. I did not see any sort
That
of
is
foul
a terrible
on
call.
Malarski. Yeah, the crowd does not like that one, Josh.
That was a awful call.
It's completely just.
Wow. Nobody was even in the vicinity. I don't know how you called that a foul.
I don't know, man, but
I'm not a ref, but I mean, I've got 20/20 vision. I don't think I'm an idiot either.
I mean, we can't do anything about that now. The Indians have faced some adversity, and now they got to respond. They got to react, and I mean, nothing much you can do there. We don't.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't have any replays here in high school basketball, so nothing much we can do there.
And no good there by number 23.
Chloe Chirilla. And the second one is off the mark by Chloe Chirilla. Tiana Morales making a very risky pass. Number 40, Amanda Cruz, taking it all the way.
Charging
and it's a
foul.
charge.
And Cruz can't believe it. This gym lit up.
I mean,
finally getting a call there.
I mean, that call,
I mean,
that's a well-deserved charge.
Yeah.
Morales had her feet set, and Cruz just might have thought she was on the football field there.
Yeah.
With the
Peyton
ball.
Reed checking in now for Cruz. Lake Central with 6 fouls already here. And Udzies looking to get something going. Udzies from 3, no good. Highland fighting for it against themselves.
We got to take advantage of those opportunities and just try to get that lead back because no one really expected this to be a tie game in the third quarter.
And it's going to go to LC now.
Number 30, Essence Johnson checking in, and number 44, Brianna Burbridge for the Trojans is checking in.
And Essence Johnson bringing it up the court now. This is it to Udzies. Goes inside, no call there. Blevins grabs it, but loses it. We've been held at 22 all here. And
travel maybe. There we go.
There it is. Took a while, and I mean, Hup's not happy out there. Obviously should have been called sooner, but
I mean, if I'm the Lake Central Indians,
and Thompson's got to get it. Keeps it in bounds. Gives it to Burbridge. That's a tough break.
I mean, at this point, that's really not the smartest decision or the smartest pass. You want to be clean and just make smart passes. And
shot's no good there. And a foul and one opportunity for the Trojans. As Olivia Gibson went up, got it, and she's going to head to the line for the and one opportunity now.
Again, maybe a little peek of what we saw again in the first half, Josh. The Indians just have to be a little bit smarter, make smarter decisions, and just smarter passes, and take advantage.
Another foul. Highland already in the bonus now. And shot's no good, and they get it again, and they will head to the line again.
Cannot have the Highland Trojans get those opportunities again. You have to get those rebounds. I mean, you got to get physical because Lake Central is supposed to be this taller team. You got to take advantage.
This is going to
of
come
those
down.
Opportunities.
This is going to come down to who wants it more.
First one off the mark for number 23, Chloe Trilla.
And
Amanda Blevins checking in for Kylie Blevins. I mean, again, Josh, you really got to emphasize you got to get those boards. You got to be tough.
And out again, and finally.
Amanda Blevins with the rebound. Essence Johnson taking it up the court. Blevins. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Tomasic. Tomasic up to Jackson. It's a deep three.
Off the
and
mark.
It's just off the mark there.
Torchilla grabbed the rebound, and now it's Flores bringing it up.
I mean, I feel like this is part of what we were saying in the
Torchilla
first
puts
half.
it up. Ugly shot there, and Tomsic
Driving.
going down the court now, puts it up. No good. Blevins gets it, puts it up. No foul called. I mean, come on.
I mean, Josh, I feel like it really goes back to the first half. You just got to make smarter passes, capitalize on the rebounds, and they'll be all right.
And we'll be back right after this.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After a foul-ridden third quarter, we saw LC make the comeback, and then we saw a lot of
controversial,
questionable decisions by the men in pinstripes, to say the least.
Yeah, what, Josh, what do you think they have to do to really capitalize in this fourth quarter and come out with the dub?
I mean, LC's not going to get any help. They got to put this one all on them. And Udzies dishes it to Tomsic there. And foul is called. So Tomsic will head to the line. Or, no, she's going to take it at the baseline. Johnson, Malarski, Udzies, Tomsic, and Jaksic, the starting five, or the five out there for the Lady Indians. Tomsic puts it up, gets fouled. And now with the chance to tie the game up.
This is the opportunities we've been talking about all night. These free throws come up big in the fourth quarter. You really got to take advantage of these opportunities. I mean,
these are going to be critical shots here. And
very critical here, Josh.
If you're a senior on this Lady Indians team, this isn't how you want your last game remembered at all.
Yeah, I don't think it's over yet. I mean, I still have faith in our Lady Indians, and I really think they have the opportunity to come back and come out on top.
Yeah, just not getting too many shots to fall, not getting any calls going their way, and Tomsic doesn't get it. Lady Indians down by 1. Both teams in the bonus here for the majority of the fourth.
Yeah, as we said earlier, very foul-ridden third quarter, and let's see how this affects the rest of tonight's game.
And Udzi's nearly tipped that one, and she gets it there.
It's going to be Trojan ball once again.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, they got to be hoping for a run like we saw coming out of halftime.
Yeah, there really was no better time for that, and you couldn't ask for any better basketball at that point in time.
And
Tomasic playing tough defense against number 3, Brianna Flores.
Jaksic gets the steal now. Going the other direction. This is it to Malarski inside. Gets it for the lead. To put the Indians up 25-24 here. And no defense back there. Jaksic gets the block.
Wanted.
Wow.
Indians got to capitalize here. Tomasic driving.
Puts it up
in! Just like we talked about at the beginning of the second half. Way to go, Indians. Here we go. And the ball is back away.
And it's a Highland ball.
Highland ball, but I think the Indians, this is another momentum shift as we talked about before. This is what you want if you're the Lady Indians.
They've got something cooking here.
Let's see if they can keep it going. It's not a big lead, so you can't get comfortable.
Yeah, and
you
Amanda
have to keep the
Blevins.
foot on the gas, and you got to keep that tough defense.
Amanda Blevins is going to check in for Taylor Jaksic. Trying to keep Jaksic not fatigued.
Here we go.
He gets the steal. Scott Udzi's on the inside, out of bounds, Lake Central ball. No, Trojan
and he
ball.
Reverses it. Reverses the call. The student section does not like that.
Every arm in the stadium just went up in disbelief and shock. And Malarski tips it out. Now it's
there
Indians
we go.
ball.
Hey,
what an effort there by Malarski to break that one up.
all I can say, Josh, ball doesn't lie. Ball does not lie.
We said it's going to come down to who wants it more, and right now, I think we could see which team wants it more.
I mean, the Indians just have to keep executing on this press defense, be pristine on offense, and make smart passes. And if they do that, I believe they're definitely going to come out on top in this one. Tomasic at the top of the key, out to Udzi. Malarski setting the pick for Udzi. Udzi to Morales. Morales with the drive out to Blevins. To Tomasic. Tomasic with the drive, loses it. And she's going to get a foul.
Heading to the line now, looking to extend this lead. Jaksic still on the pine right now.
I mean, again, Josh, as we said, it's only a 3-point lead. You cannot take your foot off the gas. You have to be – you got to keep your foot on the gas in this one. I mean, there's really not much else.
And
there we
this
go.
Is a 4-point lead now. Lake Central's biggest of the night, and Taylor Jaksic is going to come in for Abby Udsi's. And I think this is one of the better defensive lineups that LC could roll out there. Tomasic, Morales, Jaksic, Malarski, and Blevins. And she gets it again.
Going 2 for 2 from the line. Again, like we said earlier, Coach Huppenthal is not afraid, no matter what situation, to keep the pressure on that opposing team.
And look at Morales here, just see ball, get ball. Cruz drives inside. Blocks again!
That's the second block for Jaksic in this fourth quarter.
Jaksic stepping up.
Big time. That future Red Hawk, she's looking pretty good on that court.
Yeah, absolutely. Something to look forward to here as we approach the final 5 minutes of the game. And now the fan section is getting into it a bit here.
That's the type of energy we need, and that's the type of energy that those Lady Indians need to keep the positive energy and keep their spirits high.
And just a reminder here, with our bracket, the winner of this game will face off against East Chicago Central. We've got Morton and Merrillville and Westside and Gary playing as well. Winner of those two games will face off. And then, of course, the winner of those 2 games next round will face off in the championship. All of those games are here.
With 5 minutes and 29 seconds left in this fourth quarter, let's see what the Lake Central Indians can do with the rest of this ball game.
Gotta stay aggressive here. Make sure you can hold on to this lead. And Blevins tips it out. LC ball!
That's another play that you love as a Lake Central Indian. You got to take advantage of this. Lake Central Indians not hesitating to force it down court. Morales at the top of the key, out to Tomasic. Tomasic dribbling up.
Blevins is open there. And Thompson's going to dish it to her. Cutting inside now, going up and in. Fouled on the way up. She's going to head to the line for 2.
I mean, you would love to get the and 1 on that one, but I mean, 2 free throws, you really can't ask for anything more. In the fourth quarter here, both teams have 9 fouls.
And Blevins there, no good on the first one.
I mean, how do you think those fouls are going to affect the rest of this game for both teams, Josh?
Gonna have to play it safe here, but you know, if you're the team that's with the deficit, could help you easily, you know, get the ball back. Neither team's been too good at knocking down shots here. And Highland able to get away with the ball after Blevins goes 0 for 2. And
defense is tough by the Lake Central Indians right there.
Trojans nearly lost that one. And putting it up for 3, Brianna Flores.
You just can't have that shot be wide open.
The freshman Brianna Flores showing up in the big time. Blevins goes up, blocked. Now down 2, Flores bringing it up the court for the Trojans. Trying to make a move on Tomsic. And Jaksic creeping up there. Trying to get that ball. It's now Flores and Tomsic fighting again. And Cruz, the ball. Highland puts it up. They get it for the lead. 30 to 29.
Let those shots happen. You have to be tough around the perimeter. And you know Highland has some shooters. You cannot take your foot off the gas. You got to keep the pressure on those shooters. Lake Central looking to answer here. Morales with the pump fake. To drive out to Tomasic.
From downtown in the corner, Jen Tomsic to give the Indians the 2-point lead back. 3:29 left here in the game.
I feel like this Lake Central team just really needs to find their groove, because in this fourth quarter, they've been a little spotty. And really what you're looking for right now is just consistency. You gotta find your groove and stick with it. You gotta stick with what you're doing.
And now LC looking to hold on to this lead here in the final 3 minutes, 30 seconds. And out come the Lake Central Junior varsity cheerleaders during this timeout, or at least one of them. And out come both teams.
3 minutes and 29 seconds left. Lake Central with a 2-point lead, looking to maintain and make that lead a little bit bigger.
It's going to be Highland ball here. LC bringing a press. Tipped ball.
That might be a walk.
I don't know how you don't call that.
Gosh.
These refs should be ashamed of themselves.
Highland.
I know we're
ties it
encouraged
up.
not to criticize the refs. This is terrible. And Udzi's hesitated there. No shot.
Call it on the ground.
It's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Two shots possibly because they are in double bonus. Again, Jen Tomasic, one of the notorious shooters for this Lake Central team, trying to capitalize on this free throw shot opportunity.
And Tomsic.
The first one is good for Tomasic as they take the lead back again. 33-32, Lake Central up.
Let's see, can she do it?
Second shot's up,
It's
and
good.
it is good.
Ice in her veins, Mateo.
Taking back that lead once again, only by 2, as I cannot stress enough.
Jackson with the
with the steal.
And Taylor Jackson going down the court.
You gotta keep the pressure on it. Ooh,
Look
she's
at
getting
her.
a little fancy with it. Cross-court pass to Utsi. Utsi and Morales. Morales to the top of the key. Out to Jaksic. And back. Morales with the drive. Let's see what she can do.
She gets
And
it.
it's good. The Lake Central Indians now have a 4-point lead.
We've seen
Looking
Mateo,
to
no lead
maintain.
safe here. Got to hold on to this one. And losing the ball, it's LC ball. That was Brianna Flores. .2:17 left. LC up 4, 36-32.
Again,
Morales.
LC has to keep the foot on the gas, looking to maintain and let this lead grow.
And I mean, Mateo, we're setting up for an incredible finish here.
Just under 2 minutes left. Jaksic with the ball out to Utsi. Looking to shoot. Puts the ball down to dribble. Loses the ball.
Gets it there. Jump ball's called. And it's going to go to Highland.
Utsi a little frustrated there.
And you can see why. 1:50 here. Up by 4. And Jaksic gets called for a foul. And it's going to be Amanda Cruz heading to the line. And if you're just now joining us, folks, we've got a great game so far. Tight game, 36-32. Lady Indians on top with 1:47 here. Both teams in the bonus. Highland shooting a 1-and-1, or excuse me, 2 free throws. First shot, no good.
Yeah, if you're tuning in right now, a great time to tune in. Very close game. The Indians do have to keep pushing. They have to keep their foot on the gas and take control.
No good there, Malarski
with
gets
the
it.
rebound. Really coming up with the rebound when it matters. Morales trying to slow down, take up some clock, and let Lake Central take control of this pace for the rest of this game. Tomasic looking for a player, finds Utsi.
Now we'll see, just trying to
Out
slow
to
this
Jaksic.
tempo down here.
Yeah, you're really just trying to maintain this lead, make smart passes.
And Highland not choosing to foul here. And I mean, you got to keep this ball in. Tomsic and Jaksich's hands if you are hoping to get fouled, and there's the foul.
I mean, it's a very tough decision to make. Do you foul a shooter and possibly have Lake Central get 2 more points? Or, I mean,
in times like this,
it's a very, very tough decision to make with 1:05 left. If you're Highland, you're down by 4. You're just hoping.
It's going to take some risks as Amanda Blevins getting ready to check into the game now. Otzi's first shot's no good. And Amanda Blevins coming in for Taylor Jaksich.
Taylor Jaksich looking like she's maybe favoring that left leg a little bit, as she did tear her ACL previous to the season starting.
Yeah, I think it might just be a fatigue issue.
Yeah.
Otzi's no good. Morales gets the rebound.
Another foul. Let's see if Morales can capitalize on these free throws.
2 shots coming up for Morales now.
I don't know about you, Josh. My hands are getting a little sweaty. It's coming down to crunch time. Almost a minute left.
I'm getting some goosebumps, Mateo.
It's coming down to a close one here.
10 fouls for each team. Morales' first shot's good.
That, again, as we said earlier, these free throws are coming up big in the 4th quarter and could be a game changer.
And now for her second shot. Morales shots up.
And it is good. Timeout called by Coach Hupp. Maybe trying to put something together, maybe trying to keep his girls composed. Telling
them,
guys, I know it's a lot of pressure, but you gotta keep your head right. Make smart passes, because really, at the end of this game, it's all about ball control. You really got to keep that ball.
Got to give them some rest here, talk it over, and looking ahead for our new viewers at the sectional bracket, Lake Central and Highland facing off tonight. Morton and Merrillville will face off, as well as Westside and Munster, all here. Winner of this game goes on to play East Chicago Central. Winner of Morton and Merrillville will play the winner of Westside and Gary. You do not want to miss it. And all LC games for Westside and Munster, excuse me. But all LC games will be here on this YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe and tune in for our next one, hopefully. Saying hopefully because with the way this game's going, it's got everyone on the edge of their seats in here.
Yeah, no lead is safe here, Josh.
And Jaksich still on the bench now. She's standing up. You got to think Hupp wants her for crunch time if it gets to that point.
Yeah, I got to keep her ready.
And Highland's really taking it slow and steady here. And Gibson from 3, off the mark. But Highland puts it up there. That was Chloe Chirilla.
You got to
timeout by Highland.
You just got to get those rebounds. You cannot allow those second chance opportunities to just be available for the Trojans. Now this lead is now cut down from 6 to 4 with 45.1 left in this 4th quarter.
Man, this is a close game, Mateo.
I mean, not the start we all wanted, but this is a great 4th quarter to be a part of.
And there's the Highland cheerleaders falling nearly, and the LC cheerleaders going
with a
now.
Rebuttal. 2 cheerleaders heading all the way down court.
And getting the fan section pumped up there. And this place,
they're trying to get the energy up here.
Is alive and well, Mateo. And now,
Roll Tide, baby.
Trojans bringing a full press.
Student section really playing a big factor in this.
5-second violation.
not what you want if you're Lake Central.
Oh,
Again,
man.
we talked about playing smart. This is the time where it is crucial to make these smart passes, smart decisions, and this is where it matters most. Amanda Blevins looking to check in.
And she's going to come in for Taylor
Again
Jacksich.
for Jacksich.
Coach Hupp maybe thinking he's got time
the
to make
looks
another
of it.
sub. I mean, they do have a 2-possession lead. And that one goes out. It's going to stick with Highland.
I mean, I honestly don't know why Coach Hupp is taking Jacksich out, one of his best players.
Yeah, maybe.
One of his best defenders as well off the court.
Maybe Hupp's thinking, you know.
Malarski with the rebound.
And Malarski.
She's not afraid to be physical.
Yeah, definitely getting physical down in the paint. She's going to head to the line.
Big opportunity here once again for the Indians with 39.9 seconds in this fourth quarter, looking to expand this lead outside of 4. The first free throw by Malarski is good, expanding the lead to 5 for the Indians. Shot is up from Malarski.
She knew that one was off.
Mark.
Trojans going down now.
Lake Central defense looking to be a little bit more conservative behind that half-court line.
You don't want any fouls here.
Yeah, you really can't afford it if you're either team for fouls. You can
miss it! Cruz misses it.
Just goes in favor of Lake Central.
17.8 seconds left on the clock. Lake Central with a 5-point lead, looking to tack onto it as Tiana Morales heading to the line.
Not gonna lie, Josh, that really rolled in Lake Central's favor. That is a.
This is.
Oh my God.
I thought she had it there. I thought she had it as Dolsky now checking in for Jen Tomasic. And Essence Johnson gonna check in too. Hoping Coach Hupp's not throwing this one away too early. Julia Narot checking in now.
Julia.
And Kylie Blevins going to check in as. And Blevins will check in for Malarski now.
I
and Malarski gets a round of applause coming off the court.
I think Coach Hupp is really just trying to.
I think he's trying to save his players for next one.
Yeah, just try to keep them healthy. You don't want your players banged up going to the next game, because especially in this time, you really got to be safe.
I think we've got another game coming up. As the Lady Indians are up here with 17.8 seconds left in the game, 41-34. And Highland coming down this 2-minute stretch does not seem to have an answer for the Lady Indians.
I mean, the Lady Indians facing a lot of adversity, not starting the best in this first half.
Not at all.
You love to see this team come together, regroup after halftime, and really find themselves in the second half. A little bit spotty, but they really started getting in the groove, losing those playoff jitters.
I mean, Mateo, look at this score. We scored 11 points in the first half. The Lady Indians scored 11 points in the first half. They are now up 41-34. That is an incredible turnaround.
Yeah,
and I don't know what Coach Hupp said, because nothing was going their way. There weren't calls going their way. Nothing was dropping into the basket for them. He said something to them, and
maybe gave them a little swig of Mike's special juice, if you know what I'm saying.
And now Dolsky to Johnson. As time's going to expire, no. Highland's going to foul.
Highland still believing in their efforts to come out student section clearly believes that this one might just be over.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many points you could score in 5.5 seconds, Teo, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I mean, unless they're Tracy McGrady. But I don't think they
I don't think I
see
see T-Mac out here, Mateo.
On that Highland team. But I mean, outside of the jokes and everything, you really hate to see it come to an end. I mean, as an athlete myself, it's just not the greatest feeling in the world. It's just a very hard feeling to take, hard pill to swallow. That I mean, this is your last game.
And this is the ball game. Lake Central will advance here with the final score 42-34 over the Highland Trojans. They're going to take on East Chicago Central in the next round. We'll be right here for that one. Make sure to tune in. My name's Josh Burnett. Alongside me has been my partner, Mateo Sedano. Any last words, Teo?
I mean, great game by the Lady Indians here tonight.
And with that, we'll be signing off for the night. We'll see you next time.